So this is definitely some of the most absurd drama we've had in Counter-Strike for a while, so let's just get right into it. Here we have this Russian fella named Krad. He's played for many notable teams over his career, like Dream Eaters, Entropic, Force, and Amkal. Currently, he plays for 9 Pandas, and on Tuesday the 21st, they played an ESL Challenger match against Monte, and it's Krad's Deagle that drew a lot of attention. The skin he was using had stickers on it that spelled out a slur that is very infamous in American history, and it was visible several times during the stream. This was spotted pretty quickly and posted all over Reddit and Twitter, and people had some very different thoughts on it. A lot of people were saying that, yeah, this is absolutely embarrassing, and if you're buying a skin with stickers that look like it spells something, you should probably know what it's saying. But there was also a group of people defending Krad, saying that, yeah, he's Russian, so Latin isn't his native script, and he plays on left hand, which just mirrors the stickers, so recognizing mirrored text in a script that isn't your native is pretty difficult. And like, for that argument, it's something I understand, but it still does absolutely not hold up at all against the first argument. Like, if you're buying skins, are you just gonna ignore this gross jumble of stickers in the middle? And then also, like, why would you buy this one particularly over a stickerless one? Anyway, yeah, his Deagle really stirred up the community, and so on Wednesday he put out a tweet saying that he simply didn't notice the word because, yeah, he plays on left hand. Kind of interesting though is that this tweet is just an explanation but not an apology. But just a few hours after this, ESL took their own action and handed Krad a 2-week ban for this. Some people say that this is too little for something like this, others say it's too much and an overreaction. And so we thought this stupid story just ended right here, until a day later when someone on Twitter pulled out one of Krad's recent streams. Of course, I don't speak Russian, so I'm fully trusting in the translations this guy gave. But in the clip, Krad was excitedly showing off this new Deagle of his. And of course, the reason he was so excited for it was because of the stickers on it. But Krad was also disappointed, because he plays on left hand, which mirrors the stickers, and the skin is so much cooler in right-handed. I guess someone in chat mentioned not using the skin, and his response was basically, why would I get banned? It's just a cool skin. So in these clips, Krad showed that he was very aware of what was written on the skin, and he decided to use it anyway in an official match that would be streamed to thousands of people. And then just a few hours after this clip was brought out, ESL extended his ban from 2 weeks to 1 month. This whole situation is just embarrassing, man. The level of clownery and self-sabotage is just insane. Pulling this kind of thing like you're an edgy teenager when you're actually 26 years old, and then lying about how you had no idea what it was when this clip was so easy to find. Also to mention that he hurt his teammates by doing this, because with him being banned, they now have to play with a substitute for a whole month, which is a very long time to be playing with a sub. So he really just hurt himself and his teammates just because he wanted to make a stupid edgy joke. And that's where the situation currently stands. Comment your thoughts down below, as I do read all comments. Like and subscribe, and I hope everybody here has a good and productive day.